Hello, today I'd like to make this quick card for you, and it is using a new embossing folder which will be available May 1st, and let me show you that. It is the lovely Floral Dynamic Textured Impressions embossing folder, and it's the really thick ones that you just use one embossing plate with. You don't need the two, and you spray it with water or something first to give it that deeper impression. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a beautiful finish. And here's a couple more I've made. This is the new Grapefruit Grove color that will be coming out in the June catalog. Actually, it's in this May bundle that I'm going to demonstrate later. And this is the Mint Macaron, which is a color that's returning from before for Stampin' Up. Let's see, do I have another one? No, that's it. And then just this one from today. I decorated the envelope and the inside of the card. But so I have a Mint Macaron and Grapefruit Grove, and today I'm going to use the Rich Raspberry, the darker color, and we'll decorate the envelope too. So you will need the folder, which comes out May 1st, and the stamp set, and this is the Share What You Love suite. This is the Share What You Love suite. There's 3 different bundles you could buy. It's the Just Getting Started bundle. Is $57. And the next one is a Little More Please bundle. Is $91. And then the Gotta Have It All bundle is $127.50. And then you can buy the new In Colors. And that's the 5 new In Colors. And you'll save 10% by purchasing them as a bundle. And they are $33.75. And that is the new ink pads as well. All right, but I'll go into that in more detail later. So I have my stamps already on my blocks. And I'm going to use the flower and the little background part and the thank you. So let's get started. I've already used the embossing folder now. You know, you can see that either side you've got the indented side or the raised side, and they're both gorgeous, so it wouldn't matter which way you want to use it. And this measures 3 3/4 by 5. Then your piece of Rich Raspberry measures 4 by 5 1/4. And then your card base is thick Whisper White cardstock, and it measures 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And that is basically your cards pieces that you need. And then I'm going to use this is another thing coming out in the catalog in June, and it's a set of 4 of these Nature's Twine is what it's called, and it goes with a beautiful tree set. And you have, I think this is Blackberry Bliss, Crumb Cake, Grapefruit Grove, and Mint Macaron in the colors. And today I'm not going to use that one. We're going to use just the dark Rich Raspberry or Blackberry Bliss, whatever color it is, and then 2 of the Crumb Cake color, and then I'll tie the bow with that. So, all right, let's get started. First, I want to stamp my sentiment on here. I'm going to use Rich Raspberry, and I'm going to use thank you again because I do use a lot of thank you cards. But in this set you have It's a Beautiful Day, Love What You Do, I'm lucky to have a friend like you, and thank you. You got flowers and backgrounds, and it's a pretty sentiments as well as pretty flowers and backgrounds. So let me stamp this right there. Will be good. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Right. And that's, no, let's do the inside of our card. While we have the ink pad open, we'll set that up there. We will stamp the flower image. And it is a very dark color, so I'm going to stamp it off once. And then stamp on the lower corner of my flower. Just kind of the petal parts right there, right? And that's good for that. And then I'll do the envelope while I have it here too. Set that aside just a second. Take your envelope, and Stampin' Up's envelopes are a beautiful smooth finish, perfect for stamping on. So you can put your flap down. I'll put that down a little bit so I don't get it all over and distract you on the grid paper. And I'm going to stamp off again, and then just stamp one time there. And then I'll use the smaller, and I'm going to stamp off twice and just get a little hint of color on the flower like that. 1, 2, there. So that gives us our pretty envelope. And let's do this. 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2. There. Right. I'll clean those off in a second. Don't need that. Now we're done with the ink. Okay. So we have our envelope done. A front, the backing, and the inside of the card. So now let's start putting this together. What I'm going to do is probably use Fast Fuse right here for a minute. Right. I want to put a piece of the crumb cake like that. I probably need to put that up a little further here too. There. And then I'm going to take, and these measure, wait a minute, let's see, about 5.5 inches. So let's take that one there. Of course it come undone. These is a very thick twine, so it's hard to stick down. What I've been doing on my other ones is using some washi tape when I'm done to cover the backs. Yep. I'll lay that up there a little bit. Sorry. There we go. Squash it down. And then another one. Squash it down. And bring it over. And I'm going to put the washi tape on. Just a little. Just to hold these down a tad. Make sure they're stuck down. See, they keep popping up. Thick, thick. Now. All right. Now I want to separate this up just a tad, like that. And then I'm going to take my piece of, this is a little bit longer so I could tie a bow, because I've got thick thumbs and have problems tying bows. Why don't I do it the opposite way? Yeah, so my bow is on the left. I've taped it down. That's all right. Stick these together. Gather that in. Perfect. If I can grab it. There we go. Pull it as tight as you can. There we go. And make it as big or as small as you want. I just want a little bow, because the flowers are kind of dainty-ish. So let's use my ribbon scissors. I always tie a piece of ribbon. So I either use it for my twine or my ribbon. There. Throw that away. Okay. Now what we can do is I'm actually going to use liquid glue. So let's stick some Tombow on here, even over the washi tape, because we want that to stick too. And a little bit over the flower, just in a few places. And there we go. And then center it as best you can. The good thing about liquid glue is it gives you time to just adjust just a small bit if you need to. You can move it slightly. Whereas if you're using fast fuse or permanent tape, it's harder to move. Oops, yeah, I got tape on that. Right. Now what I'll do is I will use tape. I just wanted to use the glue to cover that masking tape that I put on, or the washi tape. So you can use glue or snail, whatever you choose. And then we're going to center this as well. Oops. There we go. So there is our very easy, pretty card with the flower inside and the matching envelope. You could even give them away as a gift. All 4 different colors. The 2 whites and the 2 colors. And they're all decorated, so it would make a pretty gift. But anyway, I thank you for watching. I will definitely go over this new early release bundle that will be available May 1st through May 31st for you to purchase. I appreciate you watching, and you have a great evening. Good night.